I'm honestly not sure how I feel about this right now, so I thought the only way to shift through my emotions, the only way to guide myself through my feelings of this new Sublime song was to do it in front of an audience. So I haven't heard this thing yet. Sublime released a new song. Yes, that's Sublime, okay? No longer Sublime with Rome. We got Sublime with Stick Figure this time. Apparently Stick Figure are another dub reggae band that's been around since like the early 2000s, mid 2000s time. They also have a dog mascot, but this dog mascot is called Coco the Tour Dog. But we're not really here to talk about Coco the Tour Dog. We're here to react to this new song. So hey, how's it going? My name is Dan Frampton. I'm a longtime Sublime fan all the way back to the 90s. I've been grooving and bobbing with this band. But when they got the whole Rome guy in the mix, I jumped off the bandwagon. I was like, this isn't for me. That whole tragic Bradley story is gonna stay in my heart until I guess now. Because now we have this song, doesn't have Rome on it anymore. They kicked Rome out. Get out of here, Rome! The old dead frontman of our band, he had a kid that can sing for us now. So we're gonna bring him in real quick. His name is Jacob Nowell. An audience got a taste of what Sublime sounds like with Jacob Nowell during Coachella this year, and there were mixed reviews, but overall positive. Me, myself, I did a whole video reacting to that thing. I highly enjoyed it, but I thought Jacob felt a little bit nervous during the set. He growled when he shouldn't have been growling, okay? So those were my minor criticisms, and Sublime fans were not having it. Sublime fans don't want to hear a single criticism. Everything needs to be roses. Everything needs to be the best thing ever when it comes to these Sublime fans. The whole time I was like, I have goosebumps. I can't believe what I'm watching. But the moment I was like, oh, that growl is a little bit iffy, people came for my head. I was obviously enjoying the set. I obviously enjoy the band. You're allowed to have a criticism about a particular part of the art. It's part of it. So when I heard that Sublime was coming out with a new song, you know I had to listen to it. Especially now knowing that it's featuring Bradley Nowell. Bradley's been dead for years. They must have saved a vocal take for like 35 years and been like, okay, now we're gonna use this one particular vocal take because your son is here. So I'm not exactly sure how I feel about that. Is it gonna feel cool? Is it gonna feel like an homage? Is it gonna feel a little bit sick to my stomach, fam? Not exactly sure, but I am intrigued enough to listen to it. So I'm gonna crank on my cans here real quick. And in this visualizer, we see Lou Dog. We see Coco the Tour Dog hiding under a bridge with some Sublime graffiti. So let's see what this is all about. Okay, that is the most dubby intro I've ever heard in my life. That is straight out of California. Oh yeah, this will be done in reaction video style. I will be stopping, pausing, cutting out giant clips of this. So if you want to go listen to this song in full, please do the bands a favor and go spin this for yourself. It came out 4 days ago, but we need to hear this thing right now. So if this is the only Bradley vocal that we get in this thing, this little hook, feel like that chorus type deal, I'll be okay with that. I don't want any back and forth between son and dead father. That would make me feel really weird. Like, hey dad, I hope you're feeling proud of me. Yeah, Jacob, you're doing really good, son. that would creep me out. Like one for the music and one for the road, and the next episode, it's definitely more of a Long Beach Dub All-Stars type vibe than it is a Sublime vibe, if I'm being honest with you. Okay, so as far as the instrumental is concerned, it's pretty much just looping the same thing over and over again. You know, that's what they do with like dub music or whatever, which is fine. Everything is fucking dubbed. And it's cool. It has a vibe. It has a whole like type easiness to it. But it's not really exactly my kind of music, and it isn't really bringing me back to the whole Sublime era. Yeah, Long Beach Dub All-Stars. They really should have added that little punky kick that made Sublime Sublime. Sublime wasn't necessarily a reggae band. They weren't necessarily a pop punk band. It was because they infused reggae with pop punk that made Sublime happen. That was the equation that created Sublime. And this is just like the remnants of what was created in the dust of their wake, you know? I mean, I like the vocals, I like the chorus, I like having Bradley Nowell here, it's kind of cool. But to see a Sublime song that says featuring Bradley Nowell is very weird to me. It's absolutely kind of blowing my mind. I don't know if you needed to put featuring Bradley Nowell in the title of the song, because Bradley Nowell is famously a part of Sublime. It is better than if you took that vocal line and then built a whole AI song around it, that's for sure.
This is a dance done from north to south.
I can't tell if that's Bradley or his son, to tell you the truth.
Girlie, love my dog. I'm unreal.
That's Bradley, right? And again, I'm not exactly sure why this is Sublime and Stick Figure. What is going on here? What members of what band are doing what in this thing right now? Are you just using the Sublime name to get people familiar with Stick Figure? Because even though Stick Figure has been around for like 20 years, I haven't even heard of them, okay? So you get them on here with Sublime and it's Stick Figure, but like, I'm not really hearing why this needs to be two different bands in order to be the first time that Bradley's been on a song with his son. I'm so confused. And it really is just a loop over and over again.
Like DJ. Oh my God, so nice. All these years.
Is it all just Brad? What is going on here? Is the whole song Bradley? Did Bradley sing this entire song before he died? And then you guys waited until he kicked Rome out of the band? Why is this all Brad? Who sings this fucking song? Why is it two bands? Where's Jacob Nowell? I don't understand what's going on in this fucking song. I honestly have no fucking idea. So I just jumped on Reddit here just to see what people are saying. Jacob sounds so good in this, somebody says. The next person, fucking blows my mind. Then the person after that, which part is he singing? Exactly! Which fucking part is he singing? Is it Brad's part? Is it Jacob's part? Who's who? His verse starts with, "It's so nice to get here." It's directly after Brad's part. Crazy. I assumed it was just all Brad. Okay, if that's what you say. So maybe that's kind of promising. What I'm gleaning from this is that this is more of a Stick Figure type song, but if I can't tell the difference between Jacob and Brad's voice, maybe when Sublime goes into the studio to make a new Sublime record, maybe it'll have that punky edginess to it. Maybe it'll have that snot-nosed me against the world type vibe with it. And if he sounds just like Bradley, I'm gonna like be shitting and pissing and rolling around. It doesn't feel like an organic Sublime song, like drums, guitar, bass, vocals, that kind of thing. It's a dub. It's just a cut and paste. And Sublime definitely had scratches and stuff, but this doesn't seem like a rock and roll song. You know, this is like samples and clips all assembled by a DJ.
All the words you're saying.
That's Jacob.
I'm so glad you found do it over. Wouldn't change a thing.
The line, "if we could do it all again, I wouldn't change a thing," is a little crazy when you're thinking of the world of Sublime. I think there's a couple things you would have done differently in the land of Sublime.
Roll that shit back.
Okay, so it is kind of, I guess, what I was expecting, knowing that they were using Bradley's voice in it. You knew there was going to be some cutting and pasting and slapping together over here, and that's kind of the vibe you get. You get kind of this slapdash kind of song, but it is a vibe, it is pretty enjoyable, and it has a kind of cool, like, nostalgia feel to it a little bit. I definitely said it feels more like a Long Beach Dub All-Stars vibe, and I stand behind that. But it wets my whistle and tickles my daisies, okay? Because I really am excited to see what Sublime will sound like as Sublime on a record with only Jacob, no cutting and pasting of other stuff, no Stick Figure around, okay? Just Sublime. So if I'm going to give this song a rating, I'm going to give this a thumbs in the middle. Thank you so much for watching. You're in the end gang right now. Isn't it amazing? Hit like, press the subscribe button until my next upload. Watch another upload. Okay, See you later. Oh yeah, come back later tonight for the stream.